Hey, this is Iron Core Gym. How can I help you today?
What's your cheapest option?
Our monthly core plan is $49 and it includes unlimited gym access plus a free intro session.
Nice. Where are you located?
We're located in the downtown district.
Perfect. Can I book a free session?
Sure. What's your first name?
This is not a recording from a real company. This is a website we're about to build with no code. In this video, I'm not just showing you an AI that talks. I'm showing you how to build a real website with an AI voice assistant that doesn't just answer questions, but actually guides visitors to take real action. That action could be booking an appointment, signing up for a service, or starting a purchase. And that's important because businesses don't make money from conversations, they make money from actions. At the end of the video, I'll also share a few practical ideas on how you can monetize this. I'm using a gym as an example, but this is not about gyms. The exact same workflow works for local businesses, service-based businesses, online services, digital tools, or platforms. The business type doesn't matter. The idea and the workflow are what matter. What we're going to build. Here's the roadmap. Create a website quickly. Make it look professional. Add an AI voice assistant. Lock it to real business information. Guide visitors to take action. Deploy the website and make it live. Step 1. Create the website. I'm going to keep this part quick. Google AI Studio is free, so I'll go to the left and click Build. By default, it's already set to Gemini 3, which is perfect. You'll see two options here, Flash and Pro. I'm going to switch to Gemini 3 Pro. Flash is faster, but I'm not in a rush. What I care about here is quality. I want better structure, cleaner sections, and stronger copy. So for this step, Pro makes more sense. Now, before I paste my prompt, let me show you something really useful. Sometimes you already know the niche you want to work in, but you don't really know what to write in the prompt. And here's the good part. You don't even need to leave AI Studio. Just go to Playground. From there, take a screenshot of any website you like in that niche. Drop the screenshot into the prompt box, but instead of asking it to build the website, you ask it this. Write me a prompt to create a website like this. You're asking for a prompt, not the website itself. AI Studio will generate a clean, well-structured prompt for you. Then you can take that prompt, go back to build, and customize it for your own project. This alone saves a lot of time and helps you avoid guessing what to write. All right, now that you've seen that shortcut, let's actually build something real. I'll go back, paste my ready-made prompt for Iron Core Gym, and click Build. And if you want to follow exactly what I'm doing, all the prompts I use in this video are organized and available in the description. Honestly, I expected something very basic. But from the very first prompt, this already looks professional and usable. Not perfect, but it's a solid foundation we can build on fast. Now, when it comes to editing the website, whether you notice a small issue or you simply want to change something, all you need to do is write a prompt, and the update happens instantly. Let me show you a quick example. Here in the Hero section, we have a Call Now button. Instead of a regular phone call, I want to turn this into something related to AI support or an AI agent. I'll just write a prompt asking it to update this button. And as you can see, the change is applied right away. But here's where it gets even better. Sometimes you're looking at an element on the page, and while you know what you want to change, describing its exact location or appearance in a text prompt can feel a bit awkward. That's exactly where the Annotate feature shines. For example, down here near the bottom of the page, there's a button right above the footer. It's showing up in white, and the text isn't clearly visible. Instead of trying to explain where this button is or how it looks, I can simply click the pen icon, highlight the button directly, and tell the AI what I want to fix. This way, the AI understands precisely which element I'm referring to, and the update happens instantly. All right, so at this point, the website is basically ready. Everything looks clean, everything looks professional, and honestly, yeah, I could keep tweaking the design, add more sections, polish it even more, but I don't want to drag this video out. Because the goal here isn't perfection. The goal is to understand the idea. So let's move to the important part. Step 2, adding AI voice support. Now, I'll connect this button, the one I named Talk to Support, to an AI voice support assistant. I'm going to add a prompt here. I won't read it word by word, but I'll give you the idea of what I'm asking for. Basically, I'm telling the website to turn this button into a voice-based support experience. So, when someone clicks Talk to Support, they can speak naturally. The assistant listens and responds by voice, not just text. I'm also asking it to handle the most common gym questions, things like membership pricing, opening hours, location and directions, and booking a free session. Nothing complicated. I'm also making sure the design stays exactly the same. Same button position, same layout, same dark and red brand style, so nothing breaks visually. Once I apply this prompt, the assistant is live. All right, let's try it. I click Talk to Support. What are your membership prices?
We have the day pass at $15, the standard membership at $49 a month with no contract, or the Iron Pro membership at $89 a month, which includes personal training.
What time do you open?
We open at 5 a.m. on weekdays.
Can I book a free session?
You can book your free session by clicking the Book Free Session button on the main website.
As you can hear, the assistant responds by voice, clearly and naturally. So at this point, everything works exactly as expected. And one more thing, this assistant isn't limited to English. Let me try another language. ¿Hablas español?
Sí, hablo español. ¿En qué puedo ayudarte?
And notice what happens. The assistant understands and responds naturally. So it works across multiple languages without any extra setup. But now, let me try something else. I'm going to ask a question that clearly has nothing to do with real gym information. For example, do you sell protein shakes that taste like pizza?
I haven't heard of any protein shakes with pizza flavor. We do have a variety of other flavors, though. Would you like to know about them?
And notice what happens. The assistant still tries to answer. And this is important because by default, AI tries to help with everything. And for a real business, that's not what we want. So now we fix that. I add another prompt, the business information prompt. The rule is simple. Use only real business information. Don't guess, don't invent answers. If something isn't listed, say you don't know and guide the visitor to the next step. Once I apply this, the assistant is now locked to real gym data only. Let's test it again. Do you sell protein shakes that taste like pizza?
I don't have information on specific protein shakes. Our gym offers programs like personal training and group fitness. Would you like to book a free session to learn more about our offerings?
Can you make me lose 10 kilos by next week?
I am not able to guarantee weight loss results like that. We do offer fat loss programs that can help you reach your goals in a safe and healthy way. Would you like to book a free session?
Perfect answer. Clearly says it can't help with that. If this is useful so far, make sure to like and subscribe. Step 3. Visitor actions. Now, there's one more important thing we need to add. In real life, people don't always want explanations. At some point, they show intent. They say things like, I want to join, or can I book a free session? And this is where the assistant's behavior needs to change. So, in this step, I'm adding a prompt that tells the assistant, when a visitor shows clear intent, stop staying in explanation mode and switch to action mode. That means it no longer keeps explaining everything, it starts collecting the information needed to move forward. I apply the prompt. Now let's test it. I want to join.
Great! Let's get you set up. First, what is your first name?
Alex.
Nice to meet you, Alex. What is your main fitness goal? Weight loss, muscle building, or just general fitness?
Lose weight.
Got it. And would you say you're a beginner or have you been training for a while?
Beginner.
Okay. I just need one more thing. Please review your details on the screen. If everything looks correct, click Confirm to submit your request.
Now the summary. I review the information and click Confirm. And this is the key moment. Once the visitor clicks it, you can connect this action to anything you want. You can send the details by email to the gym owner. You can sync it with Google Calendar, create a booking, notify a sales team, or trigger any workflow you need. This is where conversation turns into real action. So, right now, everything works. But it's still useless, because this website exists only here, on my screen. If real people can't access it, nothing we built actually matters. So, the last step is to deploy it and put it in front of real visitors. Let's do that. I'll start with Hostinger because it's a practical and efficient choice for deploying Google AI websites and web apps. If you want to follow the exact same setup I'm using, you'll find the Hostinger link in the description. That link includes an exclusive discount, and I keep it updated with the best available deal so you don't overpay. When you click the link, you'll land on a page like this. Scroll down and you'll see the hosting plans. For this setup, there's one feature that really matters: Node.js web apps. This is what allows us to deploy modern web applications, including projects generated with Google AI. You'll notice that the premium plan doesn't include this. The business plan does, and the cloud startup plan does as well. Personally, I go with the business plan. It lets me host up to 50 websites, which is perfect if you're testing ideas or working on multiple projects. It also includes everything we need at a very reasonable price. The cloud plan is great for large projects or very high traffic. But for this use case, the business plan is more than enough. So I'll click Choose Plan here. This takes us to checkout. By default, Hostinger suggests 48 months. And this is actually a good thing. The longer the subscription, the lower the monthly price. You can choose any duration you want, but personally, I prefer a longer period so I don't have to worry about renewals. Another nice bonus here is that you get a free domain and extra free hosting months. In the domain section, I'll search for my domain, in this case, ironcore-gym.online. For this tutorial, I'm using a .online domain. In real projects, I always recommend going with a .com whenever it's available. As you can see, the domain is available. The first year is free, so I'll keep it at 1 year. Price goes to 0. Everything looks good, so I click Continue. Account setup and payment. Now I just create my Hostinger account using my email and password. Then I fill in the billing details and complete the payment. A few seconds later, I get the confirmation. That means the hosting is active and ready to use. From the dashboard, go to Websites and click Add Website. Select Node.js Web App. This is exactly what we need. Now we're on the deployment page. At this point, I'll leave this page open and go back to Google AI. Connecting Google AI to GitHub. Inside Google AI, open the same project we used to build the website. At the top, click Save to GitHub. This step is important. GitHub is the bridge between Google AI and Hostinger. Create a repository, give it any name you like, then click Create Repository. After that, click Add Changes. Now the entire project is saved in your GitHub account. Now we go back to Hostinger. Choose Continue with GitHub. If this is your first time, connect your GitHub account. Select the repository we just created and click Continue. Hostinger automatically detects the framework. In my case, it's Vite, so I don't need to change anything. Before deploying, there's one critical step that most people miss. If your project uses AI features, it needs an API key. Without it, the site may deploy, but AI features will fail. Go back to Google AI Studio and click Get API Key. Create a new API key, name it anything you recognize. If you don't have a cloud project, create one. Then copy the API key. Quick reminder, this key is private. Don't share it. Back in Hostinger, go to Environment Variables and click Add. Paste the same API key under all of these environment variable names you see on the screen. Use the exact same value for each one. This avoids compatibility issues because different Google AI templates expect different variable names. Once that's done, click Finish and then Deploy. After deployment, you'll see a temporary URL. Click Connect Domain, select your domain, confirm, and complete the process. Now the site is live on your real domain. If you see a blank white page, don't panic. I know, at first glance it looks like, okay, something is definitely broken. But this is actually a very common issue, and the fix is simple. The problem is not Hostinger, and not the domain. It comes from a project setting. So I go back to Google AI, add one small prompt, I'll put it in the description, then click Save to GitHub, Stage, and Commit. Now let's go back to the website. I refresh the page, and there we go. The site loads correctly, everything is working, and the website is now fully live. That's it. Now, let's talk about monetization in a very practical way. Here's one simple example. I go to Google Maps. I search for something like gym. You'll find many businesses with good ratings. They don't have a website at all, or their website is outdated and weak. This is where this setup becomes useful. Instead of explaining anything, you show them this exact example. You let them click. You let them talk to the assistant. Once they experience it, the value is obvious. And this is just one way to start. There are many other ways to use and monetize what we've built here. If you want to follow the exact same steps I used in this video, you'll find the Hostinger link in the description.